Hey gamers, welcome back to Square One Games. My name is XONEVANT. We're here to continue our road to 1000 for Assassin's Creed 3. And this should be sequence 7.0, and we should be in episode number 11. We're going to be working on all the naval missions in this particular episode. Let's go ahead and talk to the Harbor Master, and I'll show you kind of what we're going to be working on. You can see right here that we have some of the missions. This one's called the Chase. You can see that it has a different kind of icon than these do. And that's because these are different, kind of like different missions, I guess, like different objectives. Let's go into our start menu and I'll kind of explain it a little bit better for you. If you come over here to the red DNA strands, you have the naval missions and you have the privateer contracts. Now the naval missions are the ones with the cross, the one that's called the Chase. That's what those are. And that's also going to be helping us get an unlock, which is called All Washed Up. That's where you have to complete all the naval missions. And then over here, you have the privateer contracts, which there's an unlock for completing all 12 of these, and that's called Entrepreneur, Not Pirate. So as we go through these naval missions, we're working on those two unlocks, as well as we're working on the naval locations, which is not an unlock, but we're just trying to get our points. So I just wanted to kind of make you aware that over the next couple of sequences, that's kind of what we're going to be working on as we do all the naval missions / privateer contracts. So let's go ahead and figure out what we're going to be doing first. My suggestion is to use the money that you should have, because you should have been map clearing if you're following the guide. If you don't have any money, my suggestion would be to go out and at least map clear the treasure chest in all 3 maps. That way you have a little bit of money. And let's talk a little bit about what we're going to be upgrading. So we already have the extra cannon, which is going to help us out a lot, because there is one of the missions that requires you to take out some enemy ships in a certain amount of time. So we definitely want that. We're also going to be looking at getting this one. This upgrade allows your swivel guns to use better ammunition. We want to definitely pick that one up. And there's at least one more that we're going to get, and that's the wooden hull reinforcement. So we're going to get him buy that. Now, I'm not going to buy anything else, even though there are things that I feel like I want to buy that I feel like will help me get through it a whole lot easier. But just in case you don't have a lot of cash, I just want to use the bare minimum, I guess. It's kind of my whole thing. And a lot of these missions can be done without buying anything. But there's a couple that I feel like you're going to have to buy at least the wooden hull reinforcement, and let's go ahead and get things started. So let's go ahead and talk to our guy here, and let's go ahead and knock out the Chase first. And we're going to have to limit our boat's damage to 50%. We're going to have to limit the damage that comes from the mortars from the fort by 50%, and we have to use one of the mines to eliminate a gunboat. So I'm going to be walking you through all of that as we open up this particular mission. Okay, so just go ahead and go full sail right here. Basically, it's just navigating through these rocks, and when you come past these rocks, there's going to be a boat on the other side, and all we're trying to do is basically spawn in a cutscene. Okay, so once you found the small vessel here, like the small merchant ship, just go ahead and go full steam and just take these guys out as fast as you can. You kind of want to act as like a distraction so that they're not shooting the boat. And the main thing here is just trying to catch up with your own boat. That's like the hardest problem. That's like the hardest thing you can do. And the fact that it already doesn't have a lot of health anyway. But once you kind of catch up to it, you can act as like a blocker. You can kind of put yourself in between, you know, the enemy's fire and the small boat, which you have tons of energy, so there's no problem there. Now, when you come around this bend right here, there's going to be some ships that come out on your right-hand side. So just make sure you aim at those first. It's going to be one over here. Oh. Remember, we're still trying to watch the health of our merchant ship. It's almost at 50%, so we're cutting it a little bit close. But we still got enough room to make it happen right here. Go ahead and fire on these little ships using your swivel cannons. I just decimated that poor joker. He didn't make it. There's gonna be some more that come out over here on your left. You can usually get them pretty far like that, but if you can't, just make a wide turn. And then there's gonna be some that show up straight ahead. Just make sure here that you don't shoot your own ship, because that's something that could definitely happen. Get those long range shots, reload. So really it's just a matter of just catching up with your own ship, using your swivel cannons a lot, and that pretty much is the best way to get through this particular section. Just use your RT like your big cannons only when you need to, but your swivel cannons, they pretty much do the trick. So then just follow him out. Now we have to eliminate a gunship using one of these mines, and I'm going to show you which one I normally take out. The ship that's back over there is the one that we're going to be taking out, but I usually just come this way. I'm not too worried about killing any ships just yet. Just go ahead and come to like an all stop, and then just make you a good turn right here. Just blow them up. Just make yourself a path basically. Now you can probably see the boat way off in the distance, but it's that boat way over there. If you shoot those, it'll blow it up. That's going to give you credit for your one. And now we just keep on moving. Just blow these up out of your way. I think I got them all, yeah. And then just maneuver through here like you would normally. Go in half sail, full sail, depending on how comfortable you are with the boat. Just making sure that all these are blown up so I can go through with ease. There's going to be some ships up here. Just take them out using your swivel gun. It's going to be one on your right. Just use your main cannon or your swivel gun. Let's go to an all stop. Had to go to an all stop there because those things were creeping up on me. Okay, then just take this guy out. I like to go fast in this boat, so sometimes I cut it a little bit close. But I love going full sail. Alright, and now we're just going toward the green target icon there. Okay, so now we just got to take out all the gunboats. Just go ahead and use your RT cannon or your swivel gun, whichever. Take them out, and then we're just going to head around this bend, and now we have to go take out the fort. This is probably the hardest section of this particular mission. And remember, in this particular section you have to limit how much damage you take basically by 50%. So I'll be showing you that as well. Okay, so there's going to be a fort, and what you're trying to do is take out all 3 targets. Now the trick to this is, you see right there where you can see the cannon fire hitting the water? That's kind of what you're trying to avoid. So think about it like this. You're a moving target, so they're going to be shooting in front of you. So you stopping, see how I'm stopping right now because the cannon fires in front of the boat? That's kind of what you want to do to avoid getting shot. Just kind of come to an all stop, then go full speed ahead again. And you have to use your RT cannons here because the swivel guns don't really do anything to the towers. So just kind of get out here and let them fly like that, take them out, and then stop, come to like an all stop, and then continue to reload your RT cannons, your big cannons. And then if you see them fire at you again, then just go full sail. So you're kind of doing like a stop-start kind of trick, and you're just going to do this until all the cannons are down. Okay, so let's stop again. You can see the cannon fire in front of me, so we're just going to stop, get some more shots off. Okay, and remember, the more targets you take out, the better off you are, right? That's less cannon fire you have to worry about. And that's pretty much how you do it. And that pretty much ends it. And that takes care of the chase. We're going to get our points for that. 150 points, which is pretty cool. And that also takes care of the unlock multitasking, which is pretty cool. Little extra bonus there. Okay, now let me explain multitasking in case you're unaware of exactly what that does. Remember that perfectionist, the unlocked perfectionist, is completing 100% of all main mission constraints, meaning the ones here that are in white. Okay, and remember at the beginning of the series, basically episode 1, I said we're also going to be trying to get the 17,070 points because that's another unlock called multitasking and completionist. So multitasking is completing 50% of the progress tracker entries, which are basically all of these. So I've completed 50% of all of these progress trackers basically at this point. And then completionist is obviously completing them all. So there's an unlock for basically the main missions, and then there's basically 2 unlocks for completing them all. One is more like a halfway point. Now multitasking may not have popped in your game when it popped in mine. Just because you may not have been doing map clears, or maybe you missed something in your map clear that I got. But if you've been following this guide, you're going to be really close to the multitasking unlock if you didn't get it. So just keep playing it out. You'll get that one, and then obviously we'll get completionist once we can complete them all. So just wanted to point that out. Let's go ahead and move on to the next naval mission. So let's go back and talk to our man here. Okay, so the first thing, let's go ahead and head up here. And we're just going to basically just keep following out our green little icons there. Just going to take a look at what's going on, and then we'll get into the actual battle itself. Let's keep climbing up here. It's going to be a cutscene. We're going to skip that. Okay, then let's go ahead and take over the wheel. Okay, so pretty basic stuff starting off here. You just want to go, you know, as fast as you can, I guess, through these rocks. And the wind is going to change a couple of times, so you're going to have to account for it by, you know, going half sail or going to a full stop. So, like, you just got to be careful with that to get through these rocks. I think it's about to shift right here. Yeah, you see how it shifted? So I'm just hitting left. I'm going half sail. And just, you know, trying to keep it straight. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say half sail, I meant all stop. Most of the time I go all stop when the wind shifts like that, just to get my bearings, and then I usually go half sail. I apologize. Then just keep going. Most of the time I drive this ship based on feel. Like half the time I don't even know if I'm full sail or half sail because I'm so used to it. So if I call out the wrong thing, I apologize. I love these side missions though. They're awesome, I think. Okay, so once you clear all the rocks, just go ahead and go full sail. Just keep going toward the target. And now it's going to give us our first mission constraint, which is limit the damage from the rogue waves by 25%. All you have to do is when the waves get close, just hit X. And you'll brace. And that's going to save you from getting damage. And I think there's like 2 or 3 of these before we get to the mission marker, so just ride this thing out. Okay, so after the 3 rogue waves, remember just hit X to dodge them, then you're going to be right here. This boat's going to be getting taken out by these ships. And what you want to do is go ahead and limit the number of shots you make here. Basically, you can't miss more than twice, is basically the rule. So use whichever cannon you feel comfortable with. Oh, I'm going to hit my own ship. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. You're not too worried about your damage that you're taking. You know what I mean? I wouldn't worry about that too much. You can brace if you want to. Just make sure that you're taking out all these ships. Okay. Just wait right here. Wait, you gotta wait for the waves too. The waves can get in your way. They act as like natural boundaries or walls, I guess. So you have to be careful. Got him. Let's go ahead and take out this fourth one. Just make sure that it shows up red, right? Because you don't want to miss. Because you can only miss twice. And that takes care of that one. Okay, so let's go ahead and head toward the yellow target. And we have to limit the damage from the rogue waves again. We're still working on that, 25%. There's only going to be one. And then we have to destroy both of these frigates by hitting them in their weak spot. I'm going to show you how to do that. Just wait on this wave. Now, if at any point that you accidentally destroy one of these ships without hitting it in its weak spot, then just restart your checkpoint and just keep trying it over and over and over again until you get them both. And then you don't have to redo the entire mission again. Just keep that in mind. Alright, so let's go ahead, and what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to basically destroy him a little bit first. So go ahead and use your big cannon here. See if I can get a good... Just hit X if they start to shoot at you. Hey, you see how that circle just showed up on the front of that ship? That's what we're trying to shoot with our swivel gun, with the swivel cannon. So now we're just going to go toward that ship. We're probably going to get shot some, but you know, if we do, that's fine. Just hit X. And we're just trying to make it over here so we can get our shot on target. Just wait till it turns red and wait for the waves, and then blow it up. So that's going to be one. And then we'll try to get this other one. He's trying to ram me, I think. Yeah, they'll try to ram you a lot in these levels. Let's get and get a good angle on him. We'll slow down a little bit and wait for him to come to us. I think I shot a little bit too early right there. Need to try again. Okay, and then as soon as the circle shows up, take him out, and that's going to be the 2 weak points. So that pretty much takes care of all of our little objectives there, and should get us all of our points. Okay, so that's our 150 points.